Thomas has run this bench line for many years. He knows all the main parts of it. However, there's been something that's been bothering him for the past few days. An old abandoned line that's been unused for years. He's tried to see what was on this line before, but he couldn't due to the unset points, which couldn't be switched. But when he was leaving from Hackenbeck, he found something peculiar. A green van that was derailed and covered in foliage. Well, that's strange, Thomas said as he continued down the line. Thomas, now curious, wanted to see what else would happen. The next day, Thomas was shunting in the yards, when he had to wait for an engine to pass by. Soon, Percy passed by, but as he went by, Thomas noticed something. He was pulling the same train he saw at Mackenbeck. Percy, stop! I want to tell you something! But Percy was too far away to hear Thomas. Thomas had to wait for him to pass by anyway. Later, Thomas had finished shunting at Farquhar. He got a look at the things he shunted before he set off. Thomas soon set off from Farquhar, but he soon came back to something unexpected and a bit chaotic. Now I know an engine is going down this line. No other engine is going down this line today, not even Brasserie Toby. I don't think Mom and Ben would do it, even though they are, chaotic. Thomas grew even more frustrated at this, and thought of a plan. That night, Thomas's plan begun. He stayed in the front of the shed, waiting to see if an engine would pass by. However, as time went on, Thomas began to grow a bit tired, and soon enough, he fell asleep. But soon after this happened, who's there? Okay, I've caught a glimpse of the engine. Now to talk to the others about it. And so he did at Elsbridge. Percy, earlier today I saw you carrying a train of vans, and one of those trains was a van I saw earlier. It was green and covered in bushes, sort of like an old van. You know, I did see a green van in my train today, but I didn't bother to question it. I just thought it was like a costume or something. And I thought of something else. Why would a green van be rolling around like that? I don't know why they would just not clean it before using it. Now, but what if it belongs to someone? Yeah, I see what you... Thomas, behind you! Huh? There's nothing there. Is this some kind of a joke? No, I'm serious. I saw something beside you. Well, you better not be joking, because I don't want to have to deal with this stuff tonight. I feel like kind of stressed. Thomas, beside you again! Where? Stop pranking me, Rose. I'm trying to find out where this engine is, and I can't do it with you just pranking me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get some well-needed sleep, so don't disturb me. The next morning, Thomas was going to give one last shot to find whatever was disturbing him. If he wasn't gonna find whatever it was this time, then he was gonna give up on the whole thing. Okay, if I don't find whatever this thing is, then I will just give up on this whole thing. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, you! Uh-oh! Oh, no you don't. Back here!
Get off me! I will stop until I find the answer. A burst safety valve. Just what I needed. That'll buy me some time. Oh no. Finally, I've caught up to you. Now, what do you have to say for yourself? Okay, you got me. My name is Tom Moss. I'm the engine who crashed your trucks at Farquhar. And yeah, that was my van who you saw at Hackenbeck. Well, what about last night? Well, I'm a bit of a prankster. I was rushing past the shed last night, and I was the engine that Rosie was warning you about. I escaped containment, but I guess I'm caught now. But that pretty much explains it. That's all I needed to hear. Now let's get you revealed. And so we did. Soon enough, Tom Moss was put back on the rails and put back into containment. But as for his van, it wasn't actually his van, and it was soon mended and repainted back into its original paintwork and livery. So now, when Thomas goes on his branch line and passes the old line, he sometimes thinks of Tom Moss, although very few engines know of his existence, and probably for a good reason, as all of them agree that imposters should not be on the railway, even if they're here to help out.